Hello and welcome back to my vlog. This is video number 44. Doing well, getting closer to the almost magical number 50 mark. Um, yeah, can say it again. Proud of myself. Doing well. Yeah. Um, the one thing I'm not doing well at today was today in general, although a lot of it was beyond my control. What happened? What went wrong? Um, so I got up at 7, did a bit of reading, finished another book, um, did some journaling, bit of writing, made a plan for the day. It was all well and good. Got ready and headed out the door. Got about 5 minutes down the road. I need to find the road that I needed to go down was blocked or somehow otherwise closed. There were cars there, but no one was moving. Maybe an accident, whatever it was. There was a queue. When I checked on Google Maps, there was a tailback stretching about 4 miles, and this is all down a single carriageway road, so yeah, there were no turnings off of it, no way of overtaking or weaving between cars. It was just chocker. So there was an option for a couple of directions to go to avoid joining the never moving queue. The choice I made apparently was a bad one because that road was also closed. No traffic, no cars. There was just a great big red barrier across the road, physically stopping any progress. There's a chance that if I'd gotten out and moved it, I could have probably gone through, but I couldn't see beyond the next turn what was waiting. So, maybe there was a genuine fault in the road. I don't know. The road was closed. It just is what it is. By the time I turned around and got back to where the original traffic was, about 25 minutes had passed. Normally, on a day like today, i.e. being school holidays, I should be able to get down to the office in about half an hour. So by this point, I should have been within 5 minutes of arrival. I wasn't. I was still 5 minutes from home. So I cut my losses there, headed back for home, and yeah, just had to get Old Faithful my old laptop set up and running in a productive manner. It's done all right. I haven't got any complaints. It's slow, very slow and noisy. When the fan kicks in, sounds like it's going to take off. I do have a little mouse to plug in to it, but it's crap. So I've been finger banging the trackpad the whole day, and now I've got stiff fingers. So yeah, not the workout I was hoping for. I didn't go to the gym today because yesterday during my workout I went to town on deadlifts, and this morning when I woke up, my back was so rigid that, well, it was rigid, it's stiff. Even now, it's still quite stiff, but not in something's wrong kind of way. It was more like a shit. You've worked it out hard. kind of way. So I made a conscious decision to not go to the gym today. I've been 3 days in a row. 3 days, Monday, Tuesday. Yeah. I've been 3 days in a row. So a well-deserved rest day. But I'm planning on going tomorrow morning first thing, depending on what time I actually get to bed. Because again, it's 11 o'clock. Some of that's owing to the fact that that laptop is so slow and it takes forever to do anything. So what I've been doing today is setting up a new website for a new brand, essentially a new company I'm working on, and I've created more details on that coming at some point. But I spent the first 2 hours of my I've spent the first 2 hours of my day researching a suitable brand name, checking obviously if any competitors have a similar name. No, they don't, so happy with that. Put myself a slogan together, so yeah, happy with that as well. Designed a logo, very happy with that. It like I said, I'll reveal more soon once it's all fully up and running. I've created also a social media account for it. It's an Instagram account, and the website's up and running. It exists. Not much going on. There's a couple of pictures, and a contact form. But yeah, once that's in a very lively state, I'll divulge more information. The first place you'll probably hear of that, if you follow me on Instagram, I'll post about it on Instagram. So yeah, keep an eye out for that if you do. That's a little something that I've been working on. It's been on the back burner, in the back of my head for the last month or so, and these last few days I've just kind of said to myself, you know what, screw it, go for it, just do it. What's the worst that's going to happen? At most it's cost me, apart from my time, it's cost me £35 for a domain name. I already have hosting, so that it just goes into that. How much was the domain? Oh yeah, the domain name was like £5, and an SSL certificate with it, because eventually I do plan on processing payments through the website. So that was another £30. So yeah, £35 all in to get a website up and running. And I just used some free software to put together the website, which for me, I can do that with my eyes closed, because when I was at university, I had something of a part-time gig as a web designer. So, it's something that I learned 20 years ago. So I don't have to spend much money on getting websites up and running. Even as far as domain names, there are ways you can get free domain names. In fact, I did actually put up an old video. Obviously it's an old video now because I put it up 4 years ago. 4 years ago I did create a tutorial video of how to get a free domain and a free website, free hosting, free everything. You can literally get a website up and running that could theoretically make you money, and you'll pay nothing for it. So it's just your time and the effort of doing it. But if you follow the steps that I outline, it takes maybe, I think when I did it from scratch, it was like 50 minutes, an hour. It's called an hour. It takes an hour to set up a website to do whatever you wanted to do. Anyway, I digress. As I often do, I feel like I'm just talking absolute shit in this video today, but then that's kind of how the day has felt. Like I said, working from home, I don't have a home office at the moment, so the environment isn't very conducive to productivity. So I'm sat at what is essentially our dining table working, and the chairs aren't massively comfortable, so sitting for anything more than 2 hours and you start getting numb legs, which is great. Not. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I'm getting tired. I need some coffee and some bed. Yeah, if you're confused by the coffee and bed thing, like I've said before, my caffeine tolerance is higher than K2. I normally drink coffee before I go to bed. Helps me unwind, I suppose. Bit of a weird one, but hey ho, that's what you get for being bottle fed coffee. That's not a joke. Anyway, this has been day 44, video 44, vlog 44, whatever you want to call it. That's me signing off until tomorrow for number 45. And then we're another step closer to the big 50, halfway to 100. This seems to have gone way quicker than I thought it was going to. It is crazy to think that it's been 44 days since I said to myself, I'm going to record a video every single day and I'm going to upload that video without editing it to YouTube's. But here I am. Here's what it is. Nearly halfway to 100. And then soon I'll be at like 500 and I'm like, shit, I'm halfway to 1,000. Well, I say soon. That's another 456 days away yet. Full of sighs today. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good evening, or if you're catching up in the morning, have a good morning and have a good day. It's Friday tomorrow, so yeah, see you then.